We're gonna do a little game right now. We're gonna find out what is Becca eating today. Yesterday was puffs, like what my kids eat. So today, no, you're not gonna show us?
Put it away.
But what are you eating? Chocolate?
Chocolate covered pretzels.
Ooh, Snyder's.
They're very good.
The fancy ones too. She's fancy now. Yeah, because if you can do one for each of the modules, like the sales, purchasing, accounting, and we can create 30 or 60-second clips of that, and then have Nick do something good with transitions, then we can post those on social as kind of a teaser. And even, are you doing the branded graphics for them too?
Yeah.
Okay, then we can create a branded graphic too that talks about, like, as a sample teaser, you know what I mean? So you'll just grab whatever you think makes sense to that specific department, or it's really set up as personas. Like the sales is a persona, purchasing is a persona, and we're gonna take some of their demo content on that list, and then out of that 10-minute demo, create a 30 or 60-second video that we could then show as like a teaser, kind of like what we do with our content, a teaser that we can put out on social to show people and then link back to that page. So what we don't want to do is have like a 3-minute video clip and then have him go to 400% and now it's 45 seconds. Just like in each video, there's probably only a couple of different scenes, right? So then take those like short blips of those couple scenes and make it to like 30 seconds each one, or 60 seconds, and then he'll speed it up and do the transition. Because that would be good to push on social.
Yes.
To the couch. I had a conversation with a prospect this morning, and this prospect has a service, B2B service, and website's good, and he's got a lot of revenue, and things are going up in the last year, and sales is good and whatnot, but the marketing aspect of his business is not keeping up its side of the inbound and bringing in new traffic. So he's got some business development reps that are pushing really hard outbound, doing calls, sending one-off emails. There's not a marketing automation system in place, but he's pushing hard, but his marketing side is pretty much non-existent. So during that conversation, talking with us about what can we do from a marketing standpoint as an agency for him to take over that marketing aspect and produce content. The first thing that you have to think about is when you produce content, whether it's me producing this content for you in video format, you guys are writing blog posts, you're doing your own videos, is how are you gonna distribute it? Because you can make the best piece of content. You can put it on your site, which is what we talked about. He's getting a couple hundred hits organically through Google, through organic search. So his organic SEO is somewhat weak for where he should be, but you've got less eyes on it on a monthly basis, to where if you do put up a piece of content on your website and just expect people to go to it, it's not really gonna do anything. It's not gonna get a lot of eyes on it. Even if you put it on the homepage, check out our latest post, check out this article, whatever, if you just throw it up on the site and leave it, it's somewhat of a static type of approach to marketing. It's not very aggressive. You have to have the distribution aspect. And so from a distribution aspect, there's really a couple main key areas that you're gonna look at. So once you have your strategy and you understand you're gonna produce content, this is what it's gonna be about, you're gonna hire an agency, you're gonna do it yourself internally, whatever it is, the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna wanna put it on your website, obviously, because you need someplace that you can send people to. But how are you gonna get it out there? The main two areas that you're gonna wanna push is email marketing and social media. So if you're in the B2B space, obviously social, from a social standpoint, for most B2B companies, whether it's a service or a product, you're gonna wanna focus on LinkedIn. So posting it on LinkedIn onto your company page, you need to have some image, some custom branded graphic for that post. You don't wanna just have it be blank with a link. Having some sort of branded graphic, in the post, some teaser text and a link to your blog post. Let's say that you are writing content every single day, or you choose to do video and you're doing it every single day. If every single day on your LinkedIn feed, all you're doing is posting one piece of content and it's something that you wrote or a video that you did, unless it's amazing content, you're not gonna really increase your page followers and your page engagement that much. You need to have a blend of your content, linking to your page, and then other relevant things to the persona of who your target demographic is. So think about who you're going after. What other things do they like? They don't want to just hear about you. If you're trying to be a news source to them on LinkedIn, pull in other relevant things of their life that it may interest them, and pull content from higher sources, whether it's Huffington Post, or it's Entrepreneur or Forbes, or if you're in a tech space, pulling things from the tech type publications, pulling those in and sprinkling it in between. Most businesses are not going to be producing content on a daily basis, so while you're doing it from, if it's a weekly standpoint, you post it once a week, or if it's a monthly standpoint, you post that piece of content once a month. Whatever it is, the in-between should not just be about you. So posting it onto social is going to be the main and fastest way to get it out quickly into people that maybe you've never talked to and you don't have their email for. Once you post it into social, you need to get engagement right away and have all of your employees that hopefully, like some of our other videos, are going to be talking about LinkedIn and prospecting and how to build your network quickly. Hopefully your employees have bigger networks, so where when they share it, like it, comment on it, and push it out to their network, you can get more eyes on it. That's going to be the fastest way to do it. Same thing on Facebook. If you've got good Facebook followers, you push a piece of content on Facebook, then you can very cost effectively push that out through Facebook ads for $100 or $150 and push that piece of content hard into your select target demographic. But at the end of the day, you have to use social to distribute that content, because without it, you have no eyes. The other area looking at it is going to be the email marketing. If you've built a list, as long as you're not spamming people on a regular basis, let's say you have a couple thousand, 5,000, 10,000 names, or whatever it is, you need to be sending out that content on a regular basis. If you're producing 2 posts a month or 1 post a week, you need to, maybe if you're doing 1 post a week, you send out 2 pieces of email marketing content where it's, hey, here's what we created in the last 2 weeks. If it's a monthly newsletter, here's what we created this last month. I thought you would get some value out of it. The other thing that you can do with that is that's sending out an email that's saying, here's what we've done, and it's all in one. But then you can chop that up even further. So when you're creating content, you have to look for the micro content opportunities. If you have a great piece of content and you put it into an email and you send it to a select targeted group, and let's say it's going after salespeople and you're talking about sales stuff, or if it's highly engineered stuff and you're sending it only to your engineers, you can say, here's one piece of content that we created that I thought that you would find value in. And you can send it to 50 or 1,500 or however many people you have. You send that to them, it's going to be much more strategic and valuable to them because it's relevant, versus just saying, here's my content. A month later, here's my content. If you break it down at a micro level, you can get a lot more traction on that content. So if it's like going over it again, articles, post to the site, share on social, share on personal social, push it out hard, and then email market it out. If it's a video, same thing. You can take a video and chop that up into smaller video portions. The way that we're doing it at Fivefold Agency is we're going to create a video, and then there's going to be a teaser video clip of that to push onto social to then drive people back to YouTube for viewing it, or to our site where it's also going to be posted. So you can take that content, break it into micro content, either from a distribution standpoint or that actual piece of content. Video works the easiest for that. It's pretty unlikely that you're going to write an article and then take a micro section of that and use that, but one tactic for that is if you write a 1,500 word article, if writing is your thing and you love it, then take two paragraphs or 1 paragraph or 3 paragraphs of your 12 and put it in a long form post on social. Put that into a post on LinkedIn or on Facebook, and just paste that in and say, this is an article that we just wrote, and here's, if this is something that you're struggling with and you go into some of your paragraphs, then let me know in the comments below. Or then check out the full article here. So that's how you can break up the micro content of an article and put it onto social. So you've got the strategy, you've got the distribution, you know that you need to put it on the site, send it out through social, send it through the email marketing. That's your distribution. The last step is consistency. I'm not consistent or wasn't before with my content. We did a bunch of videos, got a ton of engagement, and then we went dry. And then now, come January of 19, we've invested into it saying we're gonna do this every single day. So now this is 3 videos in a row. If you have that consistency, it's essentially rinse and repeat. Once you get in that momentum of doing it consistently, then people are gonna then look for it, they're gonna expect it, and you're gonna get a higher level of engagement. So when you are planning out your content strategy, try and go a few months out to where you've got it planned out and start producing that content. Once you get close to the end, there should be some trigger to where you say, all right, I need 6 more article topics, do the research on it. So if you guys are making content, hopefully this video brought some inspiration on how to get more eyes on it. Hit that like button and we'll see you on the next one. Ooh, brighten that up. Get that ring. Got 2 rings.